friends, Dan Przaski here from MuscleBuilderRx.com, and I've got a special video for you today about how to build sleeve splitting biceps. Before I go into this, and we're going to do the foundational beginning of this course, I want you to know that you can go to my site, sleevesplittingbiceps.com, and download what I'm going to talk about in a free ebook that shows you the exercise and talks about intensity and other things that we're going to talk about and do. Okay, so this is phase one of building sleeve splitting biceps. And besides this training, this first training method that we're going to use today is called building a foundation. Okay? And that foundation is really important. Because if you were trying to build a mansion, so think of your body as a mansion, okay, and you're trying to build this great, you want it to be a great mansion, and you start out with a weak foundation, okay, you want a 4,000 square foot house, and you build the foundation, and you have the foundation for a 1,500, it'll collapse, it'll never work, okay? So phase one of this is super important because you need to build this foundation. If you don't have this foundation down pat, you're doomed to fail right from the beginning. You're going to fail. And so when you see this training routine that we do or that we start out with, you have to understand this is a foundation. You have to do this, okay? I'm actually going to start this back up myself. From November into January, I just go into a stay in shape type mode because there's too much going on and I can't keep the progress growing that I want to because there's just too much going on through the holidays. And so what I'm going to show you today is that foundational mode, and I want to talk about something really, really important, and that's intensity and exercise intensity, okay? And so with exercise intensity, this is what I mean. When you go in, you've watched my shoulder workout, you can see how I alter the reps. I want to hit the red twitch and the white twitch, the fast and the slow twitch muscles. Okay, so red and white fiber, fast and slow twitch. That way I can build the muscle, whatever it is, to its most optimum or is genetically what it can grow to. So under this training, pretend that this pencil right here, you can see, this pencil is a muscle fiber, okay? If you train correctly, you should be breaking it down. You take a look, you can see I've broke it down a little bit. The muscle fiber with proper nutrition and rest will grow back and mend. That won't be there. In fact, like a scar, I've got many of them, it'll grow back stronger. The mistake people make is they go into the gym and they do this. And they end up with this. Problem there, they can't mend it. They broke it down too much. And on top of that, they go back into the gym before it's even repaired itself and they beat it up some more. So what happens next? Really quite simple. They figure they got to take more products, some type of protein powder or anabolic whatever. And if it gets really bad, as they're reading the books and they say, well, I should be able to do this over and over and over, and they're getting nowhere, in fact, they're going downhill, that's when they either get on steroids or testosterone or something like that. If you're training and eating properly, and you go into the gym, even if you're feeling good, but all of a sudden you go to lift weights and you don't feel good, that tells you your central nervous system has not repaired itself yet. And that's what people do. They go in too soon. And because they want to get through that workout, they make a big mistake. They take something like a Monster Energy drink or some ephedrine in that. And what do? They stimulate themselves to do what they shouldn't do. That's keep breaking the muscle fiber down. Hence, they never grow, they never get anywhere. So sleeve splitting biceps is about proper training, proper nutrition, and doing it in a cycle. So let's get started on this. I'll explain it as we go along. The foundational exercises, we use 2 of them for the biceps. Now remember, the biceps are about 1/3 of the size of the arm. The triceps, tri means 3, it's actually 2/3 of the size there. So, but when somebody says, how big are your arms, and you show them, they're really looking at the bicep, okay? But you want to develop the tricep also, and that's in my book. But right now we're going to concentrate on the bicep. And the bi means 2. You can actually stick your finger between the 2 of them. We want to do 2 exercises. We want to have a straight up curl, supinated, meaning that my hand comes in, it twists in, and then I'm going to use the hammer curl, and I can use more weight on the hammer curl than what I can with it supinated, okay, because I'll put more forearm in it. Both of them are great exercise. Both the combination of them together, worked with the right intensity, will make the bicep grow bigger and stronger much faster. Usually I use a barbell for my supinated because it keeps my hands in that spot, and then I go for dumbbells for my hammer curl. But for the sake of the cellar dwellers, people in the garage who might not have the barbells, I'm showing how to do it here with the dumbbells, okay? And I like the ones I have because I can go up by only, these here are little 2.5 pounders, and they stick right in there. So most dumbbells you got to go up by 5 pounds, but I can actually go up by 2.5 pounds, and that helps the progression much better because you don't overload the muscle and bust it up so much. You can keep doing little progressions, okay? So check this out as we get started. I'll show you how to get started on this. We're going to do a total of 6 sets, okay? 6 sets. Okay, so what I've got is my dumbbells are preset. Usually I use a barbell for the supinated because that keeps my hand in that position. I prefer it, but for the cellar dwellers, we're using dumbbells. I got this at 30 pounds. I start out my first set, okay, of 12 with 30-pound dumbbells. I put them down, I go to 35 pounds for my hammer curls. I'm going to back up so you can see the exact motion. I just got them straight down and out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I put the 2.5 pound pegs. There's 2 of them in each. That took me a 5 pounds, so now I'm at 35. My hammer curl comes up just as it's stated. 1, just like you're hammering. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. They're already getting a good little pump, okay? One thing to remember when you're doing your exercise, when you're doing it, don't lean forward. Everything should be arched. There should be a curve. The whole world's a curve. Everything's a curve. Everything's linear. And your body should be, when you're doing the exercise. People crouch forward. Just try to keep in a curved motion when you're doing it. Okay, let's go to the next set. I'm going up 5 pounds on both exercises. The break in between sets that you should be doing should be from 60 seconds to 1.5 minutes. I'm going kind of quick here so I can get this in because I got to get showered and off to school. So I've gone up 5 pounds. I'm now at 35 pounds for my standard curl. Okay, I have my feet wide apart for balance here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Remember, you go directly from one exercise to the next. There's no rest. So now I'm up here to 40 pounds on the hammer curl. I'm going to do one. I'm going to do double to keep it going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's only my second set and I can feel them burning. Okay, so I'm up 5 pounds. And I'm at 45 for my standard curl here. Okay, and I'm going to do single arm now because they're too heavy. The weight, by the time I put it out forward, that's 90 pounds. It'll throw me forward. So I'm going to bring it. 1, 1, supinating, bring it in. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8. Okay, so I'm doing the hammer curl directly after. I've only put 1 pin in each side. Each one of these is 2.5 pounds. So now each one of these is 47.5 pounds. And I'll do this from a side view so you can see the hammer for sure. Okay? So I've got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Okay, so both my pins are in there, the 2.5. So now I'm going to go with 50 pounds for the standard curl. And I'll go up for 52.5 for the next, for the hammer curl. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 7. Let me put the pins in there, or take them out. Okay, so now I'm up to 55 pounds for my hammer curl. I'm not getting much rest in here because I'm trying to go through this quickly, and that's what you want. It's the intensity that'll make the difference there. So, let's get it in. It's my hammer curl. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 7. Okay, up next is my last. Okay, so now this is my final set. This is my heaviest set it'll be for the standard curl. Okay? Remember, there's very little rest going on in here. Now I want to supinate these, mean bring it up, curl that hand in. So I got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, and 6. Okay, I've got my hammer, the weight for my hammer curl is at 57.5 pounds, okay? And I want you to note something at the end of this work set here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. What you notice is I actually had at least 2 to 3 more reps I could have got in that exercise. The reason I don't do those extra 2 to 3 reps is because if I do that, I'm beating it up beyond what it can repair with. And I still got one more set right here for my last muscle fiber. Okay, this is my final set, and this is just as important as any of the other sets because I've got to get 20 reps on the both of these, okay? And I got to admit, I'm breathing hard right now, which is a good thing. I've got this down to 30 pounds, okay? So I've got to get 20, and I got to get 20 in the hammer. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's going to take me quick. I'm going to go up 5 pounds per okay. So I'm at 35. I'm right into my hammer curl. Your hammer curls will always be easier and stronger for you. 1, 1. I'm going to do these double. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No workout, partner. So 11. I got to psych myself. 12, 13. Come on, Dan. 14, 15. Got 5 more to go. 16. That's how you win contests. 17 and look great. 18. 2 more. 19, 20, and I've actually got a couple more in me. But that's the intensity level you want to go. So remember, every week these weights have to go up. If the first 2 sets don't go up, that's fine. But for sure, your 20 repper at the end and your 7 and your 6 repper have to go up by 2.5 pounds to 5 pounds. I always say 2.5 pounds. I've got these little magnets that I had made for me, and they're actually 1/4 pound, so that every week I can go up. Even if it's only 1/4 pound, I keep getting stronger week after week. If I'm getting stronger, getting the repetitions to that whole range, working all my muscle fiber, I know my muscles are going to grow. That's key progression.